What up, world? It's your boy Mac Mills, the host with the most. Don't need to brag, no boss. All I do is give a toast to the real folks. We done paved the way in the real way for us players to play. Now, I got to let y'all know something, man. What's going on in these streets, man? Why are they doing this to my people? They're trying to push this vaccination thing, right? But you know, if you got money, you could cure anything, right? So-called COVID-19 was cured. There's a doctor in there's a doctor. Where was the doctor from? In the States, right? A nurse came out and she explained that in the last month there was only one recovery from COVID-19, and it was the doctor's wife who got cured. Now it seems like she got some type of VIP status or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Because she's the only person that got cured out of all the people that caught COVID and went to the hospital. Seems pretty fishy to me. And now you have all these situations where it's like, are we gonna stay like keep dealing with the same madness over and over again? Or are we gonna accept the fact that they don't give a about us? You know what I'm saying? Because when I look closer, I'm seeing that they're trying to make black folks the face of COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? So it creates a atmosphere of scarcity. It creates an atmosphere of hopelessness for black folks. You know, because what we try to do is the best we can, right? And then they use that against us and try to tear us down at every point. Because my whole thing is this: why are black people are prone to getting COVID-19, other than our socioeconomic standing? I don't see any other reason. I mean, shit. Let's keep it a buck. I don't see any other reason. Y'all see the block mode in the back? Block mode DNT. It's familiar. I don't see any other reason to why COVID-19 needs to be tested on black folks more than anybody else. So it seems to me like they're creating these operations that'll keep us down, you know, keep us away from our critical thinking skills. But let's look at a little bit deeper. All right. I was watching this thing on Facebook, and they're trying to talk about making it mandatory for people to take the COVID vaccine. Who are they going to start with?
As follows.
People like
I
us.
hate looking down when I'm when I'm reading this. So let me see if I
So
can
let's
read this
listen to
right.
what
All right.
Dr. Batar has to say about
Phase
this.
in secondary lockdown restrictions on a rolling basis, starting with major metropolitan areas first and expanding outward. Expected by November 2020. Next one. Rush the acquisition of or construction of isolation facilities across every province and territory. Expected by December 2020. These are concentration camps we're talking about. Daily new cases of COVID-19 will surge beyond capacity of testing. Interesting that they already know that they're going to surge, right? Why? Because they know that if there is such a virus out there, assuming that there's a real virus out there, the testing is already going. It's already predetermined. They're testing. They're attenuating. They're basically amplifying the RT-PCR test to the point that every human being will test positive. That's what their goal is. All right. So the new Daily new cases of COVID will surge beyond capacity testing, including increases in COVID-related deaths following the same growth curves, expected by end of November 2020. Complete and total secondary lockdown, much stricter than the first and second rolling phase restrictions, expected by end of December 2020, early January 2021.
Much stricter.
Reform and expansion of the unemployment program to be transitioned into the Universal Basic Income Program, expected by Q1 2021. Projected COVID-19 mutation and or co-infection with secondary virus referred to as COVID-21, leading to a third wave with much higher mortality rate and higher rate of infection, expected by February 2021. Daily new cases of COVID-21 hospitalizations and COVID-19 and COVID-21 related deaths will exceed medical facility capacities expected by by Q1, Q2 of 2021. Enhanced lockdown restrictions, referred to as third lockdown, will be implemented. Full travel restrictions will be imposed, including intra-province and intercity, expected by Q2 2021. Guys, understand that. That means that if you're in British Columbia, you can't go to Quebec. All right, this is what they're talking about. And if you're in one city and you're trying to go into another city in the same province, they're not going to allow you to do that. This is in Canada. Of course, they're going to try to roll this out, and I'll get to that point here in a second. All right. Transitioning of individuals into the Universal Basic Income Program, expected mid-Q2 2021. Projected supply chain breakdowns in inventory storage, large economic instability, all expected late second quarter 2021. Deployment of military personnel into major metropolitan areas as well as all major and movement provide logistical support to the area, expected by third quarter 2021. Along with that provided roadmap, the Strategic Planning Committee was asked to design an effective way of transitioning Canadians to meet an unprecedented economic endeavor, one that would change the face of Canada and the lives of Canadians. All right, guys, this is where it gets really disturbing, as if it's not already disturbing. What we are told was that in order to offset what was essentially an economic collapse on an international scale, that the federal government was going to offer Canadians a total debt relief. So people are getting excited about that. That sounds good. But wait. This is how it works. The federal government will offer to eliminate all personal debts, all mortgages, all loans, all credit cards, etc. Will become that reset program. In exchange for acceptance of the total debt forgiveness, individuals partake in the COVID-19 and COVID-21 vaccination refused to participate would be deemed a public safety risk and would be relocated into isolation facilities. Once in those facilities, they would be given two options: participate in the debt forgiveness program and be released, all your assets seized.